You guys wanna take, 5 minutes? Use the restroom, get your drink of water?
Everybody good?
Everybody good?
What do you look for when a person comes in about an active shooter? How they dress,
Well, it's usually the guy with the gun starts shooting people.
no, I mean.
There's no specific way they're gonna dress. I mean, I know the Columbine guys wore the black trench coats, and we've had some other people have done the same thing, but I mean, you've got guys that, was it the Orlando shooter, he came in, blue jeans and a jacket.
Could this gentleman be an active shooter? Oh, yeah. I mean, it could.
Yeah.
So there's no rhyme or reason to what they wear.
Yes, sir.
In the active shooter, what's the name of the place, Columbine,
Yes, sir.
they had trench coat on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they both wear trench coats. They were, needless to say, they were both, mentally disturbed. They had followed like a certain goth scene or something to that extent, and that's the way they dressed. And they were, I think, what movie was it they were trying to emulate?
I can't remember, but
There was some movie where they wore trench coats and they went around, killing people. Yes, sir.
Should I buy my pastor that weapon on the street?
You get about $4,000, sure. That's an expensive one there. Yes, ma'am.
Just out of curiosity, so what is your process when you all actually come in contact with the active shooter?
Put the gun down, boom.
You have to give them that warning.
I don't have to give any warning at all.
generally, if it's an active shooter,
I'm probably not gonna
Yeah,
say put
just
the gun
shoot.
down. He's gonna have the gun, I see him shooting people, I'm just gonna go pop from 50 feet, 60 feet.
We're not gonna ask.
1,000 feet
But
away.
if he puts his hands up, then
If he throws the gun down, puts his hands up, right when he sees us,
well, then we can't shoot them.
we're not gonna shoot him. We're gonna walk up on him, prone him out, lay him on the ground, handcuff him.
One of like the worst type of place, are the clubs probably would be, the Orlando, because it's dark and stuff, that's probably the worst place to try to cover.
I guess, like nightclubs and stuff like that, we're in those a lot. We know the layout of those, because we're in there handling
The
problems.
bigger the place, the harder it is.
I've only been here once, or twice before today. So I don't really know the layout of the building. This would be a hard one for me.
But
I
could
don't-
Murphy and myself clear this building easier than we could South Lake Mall?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see the difference?
Yeah.
The larger scale, the more difficult.
Especially South Lake Mall is so big and it also has elevated points. If we're on the lower level, we come in, he's on the elevated point, he has the advantage. I mean, it depends. It's like I say, every shooter situation, it's fluid, it's different.
There's no safe place during an active shooter.
That's my question. You distraction?
Oh,
Okay.
but you're not answering, no.
Ladies first?
I used to work in, Peach, I don't know if you're familiar with Peachtree Center, down there where the train comes through.
Mhm.
So it's down in the tunnel, and sometimes we get stuff down there, and lots of people and stuff like that, and I always wonder, like, should you, stay, it's like, where do you go, or what do you do? I guess you just move somewhere, because I don't know whether to go back up to street level, because, the escalators. So,
It depends on what's happening.
just-
I mean, that is if someone wanted to kill a bunch of people, that'd be a great place to do it.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, one reason she don't ride the train. But yeah, yes, sir.
Is it, to me, I think that most active shooters are just doing it for suicide anyway. Or recognition.
Recognition, suicide, a lot of them are, like I said, a lot of them are mentally disturbed, and there's also a lot of them who are terrorists.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sir? You have a question?
Yes, I know, depends on the church. Some churches opt for private security, whatever the case may be, or a security guard on duty, doing services, whatever the case may be. Is there wisdom in not having too many people with permits, a permit of carry? Or can you address that? I'm talking about during the sessions, those who may be members of the church, or whatever the case may be.
As far as your policy of carrying weapons in the church, if you trust them, I say carry your weapons. the more weapons you have in the good guy's hands, the less harm's gonna come from back.
Do y'all have a certain, like a men's group
Right,
Mhm.
yeah, that's possible.
that are here for Sunday services or whenever your services are? Like deacons of the church or whatever? Have a training class, Lieutenant Murphy and myself would come and talk to them
I was gonna actually get together with you and do an emergency action plan with you.
on having certain people that are licensed to carry and that are willing to carry, if that's your church's policy.
Right.
And have them trained on certain aspects of what to look for and what to do in case this happens, and act as a liaison between the church and the police department.
I just wonder would it be problematic to have, for, there's such thing, too many people? You know?
There's no such thing as too many good people.
Yeah, okay, I mean, but you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, yes, sir. It's because it would be confusing if, like, we show up and
And there's 17
there's
people.
17 people going, well, we got it. You're like, wait, put your guns down.
We got you.
Yeah.
But would I rather see that, than see 17 of y'all dead?
Yeah.
I absolutely
But
would.
this, as I was saying earlier, the, still standard, even if you have a concealed carry permit, you just eliminate the bad guy. That
the
weapon needs to be
weapon
on the
down.
ground, your hands need to be in there with you. That way we know, then we'll sort everything out later, after we stop everything and make sure everybody's okay. Yes, sir.
I think that if we're gonna carry, I don't know, Pastor, I don't know, but most of the congregation is facing this way.
Mhm.
Us, well, people up in the pulpit, me and the organist facing this way. So I would think that somebody that's over here facing this way should at least have something, slingshot, something.
A crossbow maybe.
Something, I'm just saying something.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, we got God, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something.
Well,
That's strictly up to the church.
yeah, well, I'm gonna go over an emergency action plan a little bit here. Emergency action plan will actually, it'll answer a lot of those questions. And it's gonna be up to the church members, and I'll help out. You know, it's gonna be, who are the stakeholders and whoever runs the church. It'll be up to them what kind of plan they wanna set in place. And it'll have designated rally points and everything like that. We're gonna get into that a little bit more.
This should be my final question.
Yes, sir.
What, you talked about having active shooter drills.
Yes, sir.
How is that coordinated? Do you all?
It depends on how large of a drill you want. We can either do a drill where I can go active shooter, active shooter, active shooter, and you guys all run out the door and go to the rally point. Or I can come in and go, okay, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you lay down. And then I go, okay, now I got these guys as hostages, and then I have to have a law enforcement come in and eliminate me. I mean, we can go all out with it, or we can just go simple. It depends on what you guys really want.
It's best to be prepared.
Oh, it's always best to be prepared. All right, assisting individuals with special needs or disabilities. An active shooter incident, important thing is to keep the safety. Persons with special needs and disabilities to be addressed in emergency action plans, I was talking about a minute ago. They have a route of escape or a place to hide. So I don't know how many people you have in wheelchairs, that are members, or anybody that has a, special, like, they can't really walk or anything.
We have some disabilities, none to my knowledge, that we have in wheelchairs.
But something, we need to have something in the emergency action plan to address that problem. Your building should be handicap accessible and complies with ADA requirements, which you are. Okay. What information to give 911? Right now, if we had an active shooter scenario, what's the first thing you need to give the 911 operator?
It's a shooting.
Look at the address. Then what?
Tell them it's an active shooter.
Where I am?
911, what's your emergency?
I am, what, 56?
What's going on today?
Active
After
shooter.
shooter, that's the
Okay.
first.
Okay. And then what else from there?
We just couldn't call 911, just throw the phone on the ground, y'all should say.
Over that, but you need to give us some information so we know what we're going into.
What the person looks like, where you are.
Very good.
Description.
Description?
What you gonna
Um,
establish?
How about last known location?
What's your gentleman's name?
Mr. Terrell.
Terrell. Mr. Terrell. He was our active shooter,
Oh.
okay? What was he wearing?
Red,
A red what?
blue, striped Shirt.
red and blue striped shirt. What color pants?
Khaki pants?
Blue or black pants? Black or khaki?
I'd be dead, cause I don't remember.
Did he have glasses on?
No.
Did he have a necklace on?
Shirt was open.
His shirt was open?
Didn't have violence?
Did he have a necklace?
No.
Did he have an undershirt on?
Yeah.
What color was it?
Blue.
Blue? White? Okay, you see my point. You can come back in, sir.
Different.
I like the khaki pants.
I like his khaki. I like his red shirt. Okay. The point of this is y'all aren't under stress right now. You're not under any stress. And you see him every day.
Not in that.
Well, not every day, but you see him here, you know who he is, and you don't even know what he was wearing. Right? How many times have y'all looked up here and seen him tonight? So under stress, are you gonna be able to know, see, these are things, that's why we train. So you train yourself, okay, what's he wearing? Okay, now I know. All right?
Remember, like, so if this happens, you're gonna remember to look at him and go, okay.
But if I'm running the 285, I don't even remember my name.
I understand that. I understand that, I'm with you on that one.
That's why we talked about earlier, when we show up, okay, you got 20-something people in here, we've got 32 calls to 911, we have 32 different descriptions that are given to us over the radio. So as we show up, I'm looking for a white guy, black guy, Hispanic guy wearing a red, blue, green shirt with flip-flops and no shoes.
And then the suspect ends up being Asian.
So, I mean, you follow us. That's why a lot of people don't realize law enforcement, when they go to a situation, we're dealing with the unknown for real, because, oh yeah, you called 911? Well, what you gave us doesn't match. So, guy with a red shirt, there he is. I'm taking him down.
Yeah.
That make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
But if Ephraim had on, a long black jacket, a long black coat, you know, a hoodie or something on, I think everybody would have been.
That would have stuck, that sticks out, yes.
That would've stuck.
Yeah, that sticks out a little bit more. But the thing is, it'll be a long black coat, and we get there and the guy's got a long green coat. And it'll be his hooded coat, he doesn't have a hood, he has a ball cap on. I mean, it's just different things like that. It's just trying to pay attention the best you can. I'm not asking you to stop and go take a picture of it, but just best you can.
And what, I didn't see him at all. I just heard the sound.
And if you didn't see him, that's what you tell him.
Right.
I didn't see him.
Right,
While you're
right.
on the phone, given the description, I mean, like, is she already, are you all en route?
We're
Oh,
already-
we're already on the way.
Oh, good. 'cause
I mean,
okay. This is what's gonna happen. 911, what's your emergency? There's an active shooter at the church. And then they're gonna go,
I'm in route.
boom, hit a button, it's gonna go boop, 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 and start toning us out. So that means we put our hamburger down and go, listening. Because as soon as we hear that tone, we're like, we hear 26:16, 26:05, and we're like, oh, gotta go. And then we start getting up, and before we even know where we're going, we're running to the car. And then we're hitting the blue lights and sirens, and they're saying there's an active shooter, and they start giving us stuff on the way. And then we're here.
And they already have the address pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah.
So if you tell them that, and he's already shot somebody, will they send an emergency?
The emergency medical personnel will stage outside the scene. They're not gonna come rolling in because they make really good targets. Yes, ma'am.
What is like a police officer?
Can you speak a little bit, I'm hard to hear.
Loud.
What if a police officer is in a restaurant?
If there's a police officer in the restroom, we'll stop using the restroom. I've just been more than one time, I'm like, really? I mean, I've been on calls before where I'm there for 3 hours and I have to pee the whole time I'm there. I had to pee before I got there. I'm there for 3 hours, I still gotta pee. And as soon as that call gets released, I'm running straight to the QT. And then halfway to the QT, I get another call.
We put our bodies through a lot of things that we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like you said, I've been walking into the bathroom, I gotta go.
Yep.
And 6 hours later, I get to the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we just deal with it.
I've found many pine trees.